What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Tech for You, Tech That Matters. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to set up Voicemeeter Potato so that way you guys can get some decent audio for your content. Or if you're even a podcaster and you're looking for that audio quality to suit your needs. And this is going to be a basic tutorial on how to set up these settings within Voicemeeter so you can get some great quality audio. So follow along, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And welcome back to the video, guys. So what you're looking at right now is Voicemeeter Potato. This is a free application to use at your disposal. Now, I will leave a link in the bottom of the description for this virtual mixer so you guys can mess around with it, tweak it out to make it to where it suits your needs. Now, what I want to do is go step by step and explain to you what does what so you can understand it, because I'm under the impression right now you guys are probably freaking out not knowing what does what, and it's going to be difficult to learn. That's not the case. So one step at a time, follow along, and let's get your microphone set up. So right here on the left, this is my USB microphone. I'm using the Alvoxcon A700 USB, and I have it plugged into Voicemeeter. Now, this is not hard to do. This is very simple. If you have a USB microphone and it's plugged into your PC, all you have to do is left click and find your microphone. It's going to be listed here. I would suggest going through WDM, nothing under that, unless you absolutely don't have a choice. And what WDM basically means, it gives you the better or the best quality audio when using Voicemeeter. That's all that means. So I would, again, if you can find your microphone under WDM, select that. Next, once you get that set up, you want to go down here and select A1. A1 is going to give you the ability to hear yourself through your headset when speaking into your microphone. B1 is the ability where people can actually hear you talk into your microphone. And then mute up here is where you can mute the audio so that no one can actually hear you talking, so you can interrupt somebody else, like if you're a podcaster per se, or if you're making a tutorial video like myself, I can mute my audio, but you can't hear nothing. And so when I had this muted, you can see the bars leveling up because I was speaking like I am right now. See, you didn't hear anything I said. This slider here gives you the ability to increase the volume of your microphone. So if someone can't hear you, you can raise this up so they can understand you and hear you a little bit more clearer. Now, this over here gives you the ability to raise your volume through your headset. Now, I would suggest leaving the equalizer on because it gives you a smoother, richer sound quality when speaking into the actual microphone that you're using. Now let's go back over here to the microphone tab. Here is the internal FX. Basically, it gives you a very good, crisp, clean sound. Here is basically your gate. So I have it set to 4.0. So when I'm talking, the microphone is registering my audio to you guys so you can hear me. As soon as I stop talking, the background totally goes out, and I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. So I'm going to stop talking right now. Notice that you did not hear anything in the background. You didn't hear no extra sounds. You didn't hear my fan going on, because it is right now. It's going on. So as soon as I stop talking, the microphone stops picking up audio. See? That is just wonderful. Now the comp here, I have it set to 2.0. Only reason is because of the fact that if you guys have extra background noises, this is going to help eliminate whatever's going on in your room. So if you're like typing on your keyboard, or if you have a pet in the background that's barking, the higher number you go up here, the smoother sound you're going to get. Now here is your Telepan. What this basically does is it helps you focus the audio on the quality. So if I were to move it down here, it sounds like I'm underwater. If I move it to the right, it sounds like I'm talking to you over the phone or so forth on a computer, echoes, and it just gets really, really strange. So you gotta find the right area that suits you. This is my selection on where I feel comfortable with keeping this. Now here, this is where I have Google Chrome connected. I have the audio connected. I'm a podcaster as well as a content creator for YouTube. So when I do live podcasting, I run Voicemeeter Potato in the background. So what this slider does is amplifies the audio from the Chrome browser so that other people can hear everything or anything I'm playing through the web. So if I want to have someone listen to a YouTube video, this is how you would enable this feature so it can be possible. A1 is the same exact role for your audio device. A1 is where you can hear the audio. B1 is where they can hear the audio coming from the Chrome browser or Firefox browser or Microsoft Edge. Whatever browser you use, you can implement it inside of Voicemeeter Potato. Now, if you guys are wondering how I made this possible, I'm going to go ahead and show you. But before I go any further, you need to open whatever browser you choose, which preferably would have to be Chrome when using Voicemeeter. And give me a second because I'm going to load this onto my monitor. Now what you want to do is you want to go to your Chrome extensions and you want to look for something called Audio Pick. Once you find Audio Pick, left click it, and then right here on the bottom where it says Cable Input VB Audio Virtual Cable, you want to select that. Once you make that selection, get out of Chrome, go back into Voicemeeter, and left click and find WDM Cable Output VB Audio Virtual Cable. Once you make your selection, right click and go ahead the name of the browser. Hit return and you're good to go. Now as far as the gate, you can go ahead and adjust this. I have no idea why Voicemeeter is not saving my settings. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust it. Now I had it at 3.5 before there. And I'm going to match the settings with my microphone. Go ahead and go to 2. And I'm good. That's set. So once you get that set, you can go ahead and move on to the next. Now, if you guys have more input hardware you want to implement within Voicemeeter Potato, you can. It's very easy. I mean, regardless if you're using it for Twitch, OBS Studio, or whatever the case may be, implement it in the same way I showed you, like you would be adding a microphone or Google Chrome. Now, not all hardware inputs are going to be the same. So, I'm not going to be going and walking through every single input. I'm just going to do the 2 basic ones for today in this video. Now, here's the deal. Once you open up Voicemeeter, a lot of these settings are going to be already implemented. You don't need to worry about input 3, 4, and 5. If you don't have an input hardware, you don't need to worry about it. You can go ahead and turn off A1, B1, B3, or whatever is on. You don't need to worry about these 3. You can just move on to the next. Now, over here where it says Voicemeeter VIO and Voicemeeter aux and VIO 3, these are your virtual inputs. Now, if you have multiple inputs that rely on Voicemeeter VIO or VIO 3 or even Voicemeter aux, these are going to be your monitoring station. And for right here where it says Java platform, this is what's basically monitoring the audio that is coming through an application that I have currently running called Gator. Gator basically helps you smooth out your audio where it's richer, it's cleaner, and it sounds more professional and eliminates any background noise. I will leave a link in the bottom description for this application as well. It is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. So I'm going to go into the settings real quick and show you what I mean. Inside the settings, it says voice clarity filter. I would highly recommend selecting this feature because of the fact it's going to give you that clarity that all you guys out there have been searching for. Check for updates on launch. I would select this as well. So in case there's an update that might make a better change for this application when using audio for content or podcasting, it will come in handy. Go ahead and exit out of here. And once you make your selections, you want to go ahead and just minimize this. Now, not all numbers are going to be the same depending on your microphone. You want to mess with your threshold, your attack time, and your release time in order to find the right audio for you. Once you have it selected, just hit activate, and it's going to monitor it at all times. Minimize it. Do not close it out. Here, again, is the monitoring station under A1. Now, I didn't tell you this, and I should have in the very beginning of the video, but A1 basically means right here, if you click on it, this is what I'm listening to. I'm talking into the microphone, and the audio is going into my headset. So I have this selected here. Make sure you guys choose WDM. I'm using speaker headphones for Realtek Audio. That's how I'm listening to myself talking to the microphone when making this tutorial video for you. So go ahead and check that for A1, and same rule applies for A2, 3, 4, and 5. You have multiple inputs you want to implement. This is what you can do. This is how you can do it. This is going to be your output section, guys, on your hardware out. So do not forget to select whatever audio, headphones or speakers, select it under A1, and that's what this A1 is for. To transpire audio out when you're bringing audio into your microphone. Again, this is going to be your slider for your headset, so you can, boost this up if you need, a little bit more audio coming in through your headset. This slider is for your microphone, so if you need to bump up the microphone volume up so people can hear you a little bit clearer, you can. That's what this does. This mutes, pretty much this puts your microphone audio on mute. If you're a podcaster and you want to be able to be in control where people will not talk over you, you can hit the solo button. And if you're in the middle of a podcast show and you don't like the idea of people talking over you, hit the solo button and you'll be able to talk without hearing someone over talk you. So that's what that solo does. Mono, if you're not on stereo and you're on a mono version, select that. It would help amplify your sound, but I can't guarantee it's going to make it sound great. But you need to mess around with it and see where it fits for you. But that's pretty much it as far as the basic settings within OBS Potato. Now, I don't remember whether or not if I talked about this area here. If you right click on this and drag it over, this is basically extra settings within Potato. And I'm in a medium-sized room, so I went ahead and selected this. And basically what this does is that with me being in a medium room, this is giving me, or actually it's telling Voicemeeter, okay, this is the sound, or this is the size room the audio is coming into, so they know, or Voicemeeter knows how much sound to eliminate that's extra noise in the background. So if you have a big room or a small room or a medium room, this is what you would select. Hit the X button and then go ahead and turn it on and you're good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this video. If it was helpful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But until then, I will catch you all in the next video.